Movie notes on The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, 2011 film, 7 October 2024 viewing. I just finished watching this today, Monday, 7 October 2024. I might have done some work while I was watching it, but I did watch it. I've watched it a number of times. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, and the description I came up for this viewing is it's a fiction film about a detective aided by a mysterious woman with a dragon tattoo in the attempt to solve the case of a murder that occurred approximately 40 years earlier. So it's kind of there's the main detective guy, and he goes out to this place, and the ambiance of the movie, I think they do a good job with this movie of the ambiance of the movie kind of, for me at least, captures the like kind of maybe spirit or like feel that might go with a 40-year-old case that's unsolved. Like, I thought they did a good job on like trying to communicate like this is what it might feel like if investigating something that long ago. Right? A bunch of people might be dead or moved on or whatever, but they kind of capture that in the feel of the movie, so I thought they did a good job of that. I actually saw this when I was living in Hawaii, and I lived in Hawaii 2012 to 2015. I think I saw it for the first time when I was living there. And it has a couple of rape scenes in it, and I was raped in 2012. And so this was a really weird one to watch, because I remember watching it, and so this lady's raped, and then she ends up, her vengeance is raping the guy in return. And I was just kind of like, it was a really weird kind of turning point in my like healing process, because I watched it and I was like, well, it's fiction, but at the same point, I'm happy I don't have those problems. Like, I'm capable of maturing and being like, I would not do to the person who injured me or hurt me or however one wants to describe it. I would not do it unto them as they did unto me, right? And she uses like sex toys or something to do it, and I'm just kind of like, no, you're just that equates you to the man, lady. No, I am not nearly as angry as I thought I was, but not angry, but like, it was a huge defining moment, because I was like, I might be a villain sometimes in like a mad scientist type of stuff, but I am not the vengeful woman that goes and rapes a man in response. I'm just like, this woman is not me whatsoever. And so it was kind of an interesting, like sometimes I see some, like, because because I was raped, and I was going through those healing processes, especially like closer to, and this is a closer to response, and I was like, having been through that time scale already, I am not that person, right? So there was kind of in a self-identification, sometimes movies like this that take it so extreme the other direction, I'm just kind of like, well, I'm not that, right? Which also means I would venture guess I do not possess the detective skills of either of the main characters. Just, yes, that's okay. I have zero training in detective work aside from Nancy Drew, her interactive computer games, and reading Nancy Drew books growing up. So I'm gonna, for in in-person physical reality, no. In computer virtual reality, yes. Okay. But that's okay. No. Is it? Yeah. And so, yeah, that was I thought I'd bring that up, because it was for me, if you're healing from something similar, so like sometimes it's helpful to, like, if something's triggering, or I found the scenes triggering, and I was like, she's just as bad, if not worse. She did the same thing. So like, for me, it was stop and think, but did I do that? No. Right. So I am not that person. So that thing that I find triggering about that person is not triggering about myself, because I did not do that thing that I find triggering. So, if that makes any sense. Trying to share something that I thought. Okay. And then so the lady is the supporting character to this main male character. And they work together to solve this case. And so I was like, okay, let's go through my billable hours categories for my contract work with Beckham. I assist him in his career like the woman did in this movie. So in that spirit, I'll go through now what I wrote and then maybe Wednesday do actually go through all 287 allocated hours that I come up with. Okay, so here we go. Project for Beckham, 287 hours, 737 per hour by Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, started Monday, 7 October 2024, last updated Monday, 7 October 2024. Project for me, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, for Mr. David Beckham. 1 year contract equals 287 hours at $787 per year, with hours billed as below. Travel, lodging, and food expenses covered by employer, and time spent for each, unless on-site concessions, does not count as billable hours. So like travel and lodging, so the time I spend that, it doesn't count for billable hours. And then could serve as starting point for first year contract and or future projects if the project is completed. Okay. Billable categories, there are 10. 1, movies, 1 movie equals 3 hours. 2, books, 1 full book equals 12 hours. 3, paginated reading segments, 1 reading segment equals 1 hour. 4, in-person sports spectation, 1 hour equals 1 hour. Graphs, 1 graph equals 1 hour. MATLAB and Microsoft Excel are allowed formats. Tables, 1 table equals 1 hour. Microsoft Excel and LaTeX are allowed formats. 7, pictures, 1 picture equals 1 hour. 8, videos, 1 video equals 1 hour. 9, special visuals, 1 special visual equals 8 hours. Adobe Illustrator is an allowed format. 10, written reports, 1 report equals 14 hours. LaTeX is an allowed format. So I have some scientific peer-reviewed journal, some classroom like written and or lab reports for MATLAB, Microsoft Excel, LaTeX, and Adobe Illustrator. Right, so in that sense, be it classroom or actual like peer-reviewed journal, I actually have experience with all those, and I guess local news as well. In the special visuals category, although I did not bill for the visuals, right? It was part of my job for that one. So yeah, so that's what I came up with. And so then for billing categories, and then we'll see maybe Wednesday I'll do like a work-life balance attempt and go through my 287 allocated hours. If I got that all polished off as best I can, as a work product thing. There we go. So my movie, so it's inspired by this movie. So my movie notes on The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, 2011 film, 7 October 2024.